When billionaire entrepreneur Adrian Holt became the single father of 3 beautiful triplets, Evan, Liam, and little Maya, he believed that money, the best doctors, and the most advanced therapies in the world could guarantee his children the perfect start in life, but fate had other plans. By age 4, all 3 kids were still unable to walk, baffling specialists across the country who labeled their condition psychogenic immobility, a vague umbrella term that meant the triplets had no physical issues, but something emotional was holding them back. And though Adrian built hospitals, funded research centers, and even flew dozens of experts to his estate, the children remained silent, fearful, and still, never taking a step on their own, and this mysterious paralysis became the one problem Adrian's money simply couldn't solve. His mansion, enormous and immaculate, felt painfully empty despite its luxury because the triplets spent most days sitting together quietly, watching the world from a distance like fragile birds unsure how to spread their wings, and the billionaire's heart cracked a bit more each time he saw them left behind. Therapists came and went, each with big promises and bigger bills, leaving Adrian exhausted, guilty, and terrified that he would fail the only people he truly loved. One stormy morning, after yet another specialist declared that the children just needed more time, Adrian fired his entire childcare staff in frustration and demanded his agency send anyone, who wasn't obsessed with textbooks and theories but could simply connect with the kids. That same evening, a modest young woman stepped nervously through the mansion doors, Elena Rivera, a soft-spoken housekeeper in her early 20s who had never worked for a wealthy family before and certainly never cared for children with such intense needs. She arrived expecting to mop floors and dust chandeliers, not heal emotional wounds, yet from the moment she met the triplets, something extraordinary happened. They didn't speak, but their eyes softened, as if sensing a gentleness in her that no one else carried. Elena approached them slowly, kneeling on the carpet so they towered over her instead of feeling small, and she whispered, "You don't have to do anything you're not ready for, I'm just happy to be here with you." In that moment, Adrian appeared in the doorway, shocked, because the children, who usually shrank away from strangers, were leaning forward, curious, and even reaching their hands out toward Elena. Over the next few days, she didn't try to force therapy or repeat the endless exercises professionals demanded. Instead, she told them stories while she cleaned, funny stories, magical stories, stories about fearless kings and queens who learned to walk not when someone told them to, but when they finally believed they could. She would place toys just slightly out of reach, not to manipulate them but to gently encourage them to stretch, to lean, to shift their weight. And the triplets, who had never trusted anyone outside their father, began to follow her with their eyes everywhere she went, giggling softly whenever she made silly faces or exaggerated her clumsy dancing while vacuuming. Adrian watched from the shadows, torn between confusion and hope, because Elena wasn't trained, wasn't certified, and yet his children were responding to her more than to anyone he'd paid thousands for. One afternoon, while cleaning the kitchen island, Elena lifted the triplets one by one and set them gently on the smooth marble surface, kneeling in front of them with her hands raised in excitement, clapping and cheering as they balanced themselves. Adrian, who walked in unexpectedly, froze at the doorway, astonished. The children were standing upright on their own for the very first time, supported only by their joy and trust in Elena. The moment their tiny feet steadied, their faces lit up, and they laughed, a sound Adrian had almost forgotten. Elena didn't celebrate as a therapist would, she celebrated like a friend, like family, glowing with pride as she said, "Look at you 3. You're amazing." And then, in a moment that felt like magic, little Evan lifted one foot, then wobbled, then placed it back down, but he didn't sit. Instead, he tried again. Liam followed, then Maya, their determination contagious. They weren't walking yet, but they were trying, something no one else had ever inspired them to do. Adrian's throat tightened as he whispered, "How did you do that?" Elena turned, surprised to see him watching, and shrugged shyly. "I didn't do anything special. I just gave them permission to be brave." Those words lingered in Adrian's mind as he invited her to spend more time with the kids, though he still didn't understand how a housekeeper could accomplish what specialists couldn't. Over the next week, Elena created a routine: morning music time, lunchtime storytelling, silly games during chore breaks, and the triplets began to crawl after her, hold onto furniture, and push themselves further day by day. When they stumbled, she cheered. When they cried, she hugged them. When they froze in fear, she whispered, "I'm right here." Adrian found himself drawn to her warmth, her simplicity, and the way she treated his home not like a luxurious palace but like a living space filled with memories waiting to happen. One evening, as the sky turned gold, Elena stood in the garden with the triplets holding her hands. She encouraged them toward the grass, saying, "Let's touch the earth today, just one step." Evan hesitated, shaking. Maya clung to her leg. Liam whimpered. But Elena didn't rush them. She told them a quiet tale about 3 baby lions learning to walk together, never leaving each other's side. Something about her calm voice, her steady breathing, and her unconditional patience soothed their fears, and then it happened. Evan placed his foot on the grass. Liam followed. Maya stepped forward, falling into Elena's arms, laughing in delight. An electric wave of joy surged through the air. Suddenly all 3 were taking shaky, uneven steps, but steps nonetheless. Elena cried, overwhelmed, whispering, "You did it, you really did it." Adrian, who was watching from the balcony, covered his mouth, tears streaming down his face. He ran down to them, embracing his children for the first time while they stood on their own 2 feet. "Thank you," he whispered to Elena, voice trembling. "I don't know how I can ever repay you." She looked up with teary eyes and said, "You don't owe me anything. They just needed love, and someone to believe in them." But Adrian insisted, offering her a permanent position, not as a housekeeper, but as the children's personal caregiver, doubling her salary instantly. Yet Elena shook her head gently. "I'll stay for them, not for money. They changed my life as much as I changed theirs." Over the next month, the triplets went from standing to walking, walking to running, and running to chasing Elena through the halls like 3 rays of sunlight lighting up the once lonely mansion. Adrian realized he didn't just owe her gratitude, he owed her the restoration of his family. And slowly, without either of them planning it, the 2 grew closer, sharing late-night talks, laughter, meals, and moments filled with an unspoken connection deeper than anything Adrian had felt in years. The children adored her, clung to her, and trusted her completely. She had become the missing piece of their world, and his. One night, after a joyful day of the triplets running around the living room for the first time, Elena sat beside Adrian on the staircase, exhausted and smiling. He turned to her and said softly, "You didn't just teach them to walk, you taught me how to live again." She blushed, resting her head gently on his shoulder, and for the first time in a long time, Adrian felt whole. Their journey had begun with fear, mystery, and uncertainty, but it evolved into healing, love, and family. The Millionaire's triplets could walk now, not because of doctors or money, but because of the unthinkable courage, patience, and heart of a simple housekeeper who believed in them when no one else did. And as the camera pans out over the joyous family, with the triplets running into the garden while Adrian and Elena follow hand in hand, the narrator's voice says, "If you enjoyed this emotional story, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon, because more heart-touching stories like this are coming your way, and you won't want to miss a single one."